Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 in our European Journeyman series at Bayer Leverkusen. Now before we get into the transfer window and the games to come, I just want to quickly say that I'm going to have to reduce the amount of games that we play in each episode just because in my personal life at the moment I'm moving into a new job and possibly even moving from Belgium back to the UK. So that's a big move and it's going to be very disruptive for the channel, but I'm going to be determined to keep up the daily series, and the experiments will come up, but they might be a little bit more infrequent. So at the moment I'm planning to do 2 matches per episode instead of 4, and hopefully once things settle down I'll go back to 4 in a few weeks time, but for now I'm going to have to reduce it just so that I can guarantee that daily content coming out. Hopefully that's alright with you guys. Let me know down in the comments if you're outraged. That's absolutely fine. But we do have a lot to talk about today, and the first thing to do is have a look at that wonderful transfer screen. As you can see at the moment, Franco Castro currently on the move to Stoke for about 17.75 million. He rejected a contract from Wolfsburg who bid 31 million and left me absolutely outraged, so I'm willing to let him go for next to nothing now. I just want him out of the team. But if we look at our transfer history, we've made a few signings. The first one, Adrian Rebolo, who is a very good left back and a decent left wing back, which was the main reason I signed him. They are few and far between, and we got him very, very cheaply. Just £5.5 million. I think he was on a transfer list for reasons I don't understand, maybe by request, but we managed to pick him up for just £250,000 more than Tigres actually paid for him from Saint Etienne. So he will be a very, very good player for us. The other one, who is slightly unknown, is Antero Braga. He's a good attacking midfielder, and again another one we got very much on the cheap. His contract was coming to an end and we managed to snap him up for £7.5 million from Valencia, where he was a decent player, and I think in a new formation where he fits the role reasonably well, he could do very good things for us. You can see he's a decent shadow striker, which is the main thing. And finally, I love bringing former players back into the team, and we have pulled in the excellent Bernardo Silva, who can play in that attacking midfield role and really strengthen the core area for us. Just £3 million. He's still getting above 7 point something rating, so he could be a little bit like Lionel Messi was for us recently, and you can see his ratings have been fantastic for so long, so I'm hoping he can really, really do the job in this new formation. And he is going to get the chance today. Naktigal is going to continue because he's been so good for us, but it's now partnered with Braga and Bernardo Silva, so we've got a lot of talent now in that front 3 position. Betty and Havertz are able to play in midfield with Douglas Santos, Traub, Rukas, Jensch and Henriks the back 5. Baba Rahman into Fernandez. Braga wins the ball for us. The first chance to see our new 2 attacking midfielders. Betty has it. He then can push the ball forward, but Douglas Santos can't get there. It's cut out by the defence. Mansour over to Vesely. Fernandez cut out by Jensch. Havertz onto Bernardo Silva. Now Betty looking to come forward. Finds Bernardo Silva again. He finds Henriks. Betty. Naktigal puts the ball through. Braga in on goal, but saved brilliantly by Adam. Maybe he should have gone for the corner there. It looked like he put it straight into the middle of the goal. Free kick for Pia, our former player, and he's hit the crossbar. I thought that was guaranteed to go in, but we have a lucky escape from one of our former players. It remains 0-0. We are very much on top, but we are not getting that breakthrough, which has been the problem for us quite a lot. The floodgates had opened recently, but heading into half-time it's 0-0, and we really need to try and grab this breakthrough soon. Rukas is unhappy, and I'm not really prepared to leave an unhappy player on the pitch. I'm going to take him off for Shield. I am being ruthless right now. Corner from Douglas Santos, sent in towards the middle. It's in by Betty, but straight into Adem's arms, and we just can't get that breakthrough. There's only 20 minutes left for us. We've taken off Bernardo Silva, who was having a poor game, and brought on Maleba, but none of our front 3 are doing the right things today. It's quite disappointing. We've got one more substitution to make. We're going to do it now, and I think it's going to have to be Leon Bailey coming on for Naktigal. We'll leave Braga up in the centre because that's the one who shoots a bit less. It's the Maleba and Bailey positions that have more of the efforts. We're also going to go attacking now for the last 12 minutes because we need to get the win to maintain our position at the top of the league. I think we will stay top with a draw, but we will lose ground and we will only be 1 point clear. Here's Henriks with a free kick. He's gone for goal and it's hit the wall straight away. Always likely to miss from that range. Henriks then spreads it to Douglas Santos. It's in towards Bailey, but cleared by Taffa. Betty gets to the loose ball, trying to find Bailey again. We've given it away. Mansour, brilliant tackle from Betty there. Down the line for Bailey, but again Mansour beats him to it. Taffa, Vieira tries to get rid of it. Fernandez's header is going to be cut out by Malher, but there's Braga into Bailey, and he's fouled in the penalty area. Taffa has, after doing some decent work at the back, pulled Bailey down, and we've got a chance with 5 minutes left to get a much needed goal. Well, it's number 10, Havertz, who steps up. He scored a couple of important ones for us, and he does it again. The keeper went the right way, but was not able to stop it. We're going to drop back to counter for these last 5 minutes, but this will be a crucial 3 points for us because we did not look like getting that breakthrough until Bailey went down in the box. That was a very, very good call from the referee, and it saved our bacon a bit here. There's Malherbe on to Bailey. Is there another one for him? He's going in, and his effort is into the side netting, but that should see the end of the game. Just a few seconds left to tick down, and we will take 3 more crucial points. There's the full-time whistle, and not a bad way to start the return from the winter break. It's going to take us a little bit of time to get up to speed with a few new signings, but we are back at the top of the league, 2 points clear of Hamburg. Bayern now 3 points behind us, Dortmund 4 points behind us, so that's the Champions League cut-off. A few people have commented on there only being 3 Champions League places, and that's just because of the league coefficients. If we go to the competition screen and look at the Bundesliga, you will see that at the moment, currently rated the 5th best league in Europe, so we need to do well in the European competitions, especially the Champions League, to pull this rating back up and get that 4th Champions League spot back in Germany. Well, here is confirmation that Franco Castro has been sold to Stoke. He gets a 10% sell-off from it. The squad is unhappy that I have let Castro go. Let's have a look what the issue is. That the squad lacks depth in the attack area, and we could really do with a few additions. I'm going to risk going with telling the players I'm happy with the quality of player already at the club, and I want to give some opportunities to the younger players. The players seem to be pretty happy with that, not too concerned. I mean, it's a bit ridiculous they come to me with this when we're playing a tactic that doesn't have any strikers, but I suppose it's a sign that maybe we shouldn't let Lewis go, because Lewis could really cause some upset in the team if we have no out-and-out strikers left. Well, the final match of this episode is a crucial one because we are playing second place Hamburg. If we beat them, we will open the gap on them to 5 points. Remember, they were about 11 points ahead of us at one point this season, so we've really forced that gap to turn over, and it will leave Bayern with a job to do trying to catch us. They're already 3 points behind, so hopefully we can keep that gap going. We are playing the exact same team as the last game. I have a lot of confidence in Braga and Bernardo Silva, and despite them having a poor time in the last game, I think they can do a better job today, especially with the team around them being so strong. So hopefully we'll be a little bit better at home now that we're back in the swing of competitive football and be able to get a good result on the books. I will be live coming this game just because this episode is probably going to be quite short and this is a very big game in our season. So hopefully we can get the crucial 3 points that we need. Well, Hamburg have kicked off. It's Didu bringing the ball forward from the left flank. Now McDonald. Usually these first highlights lead to nothing, but occasionally there can be a goal in there. Toe on the ball, out to Ox, swung in and cleared out. But they've got a corner here with Espinosa putting it in. And Toe at the near post has got a goal for Hamburg inside the first minute. And we have got a lot of work to do to come back from that. But fortunately, we do have 89 more minutes to try and get back into this game. But that is not the start that we wanted. Although it's a million-mile-an-hour start at the minute. We have now got the ball and the highlight. This is pretty much the first time we've touched the ball. It's Henriks in possession. He sends it into the middle for Betty. Bernardo Silva to Braga. Betty, there's that beautiful quick passing first touch that we like to see in the final third. Betty to Nactgal, round the corner for Douglas Santos. He checks in. It comes to Bernardo Silva, who does what he did so often for us at Monaco and finds the top corner. Hamburg scored in the first minute. We've scored in the second. This is going to be a belter of a game, I think. Still so early on. Henriks getting the first yellow card of the game, but Bernardo Silva really can deliver, and it's usually those sort of longer range, mid to long range shots that go into the back of the net. Here's Leno sending the ball forward to Douglas Santos. It is worth saying that I tried to sign our former Monaco goalkeeper Nezovic a couple of days ago. £15 million bid was accepted, but he wanted absolutely insane wages, and we've got a penalty. Bernardo Silva held back, and he's going to get a chance from the spot as well. Bernardo Silva could be about to turn this game around for us completely. Havertz scored the penalty in the last game. Bernardo Silva does score the penalty. He went in pretty much the same place. I think the keeper maybe could have got to that, but we are 2-1 up, and Bernardo Silva has turned this around. He could be genuinely just another Messi for us. I mean, Messi's impact was absolutely next level when we brought him in at Napoli, and Bernardo Silva is a few years younger, so we might be able to get 2 or 3 years out of him. And I think he's a much better player than the game is currently rating him as. And if he gets a few higher ratings, I think the star sign associated with his ability will start to go up as well. But at the moment, the main thing is that we're beating the second place team and could put ourselves 5 points clear of them. And it will leave Bayern Munich as our main competition. But there is the half-time whistle. We're doing all right at the moment. I'm very happy with it. We have won our last 7 games in the Bundesliga, so it's difficult to motivate the team completely at the moment. And in a game like this, I can't tell them they're doing a bad job, which would usually work, because they are facing a rival, and beating a rival is always obviously good news. So this is a difficult game to motivate the players for, but it looks like they're up for it at the moment. They're having more of the shots, they've got the possession, and Bernardo Silva is having a blinder up front with 2 goals unassisted. Corner from Espinosa though, they've done danger from here already, and they scored from a corner for the 2nd time in this match. A real bit of fragility for us back there, and I think it's because we've got quite a short squad, and this is the first time that's really been exploited, and we now need to go and try and find that winner. Hamburg definitely coming back into this game. And with about 20 minutes left, we're going to have to make a change. It's going to be Kai Havertz coming off for Doumbia. And I'm also going to take Naktagal off for Enriquez, I think, who is probably the better option, more so than Malherbe. But obviously, Malherbe can come on for Braga if we need to. But at the moment, here's another highlight. Henriks gets to the ball. He finds Jench. Doumbia forward to Betty. Enriquez, bit of space here for us to pass into. It's Betty. On to Enriquez again. Finds Douglas Santos. Ball back to Doumbia. Henriks. Looking for that quick passing. Betty into Enriquez. He reverses the ball. Braga in on goal. And it's just tipped onto the post by the goalkeeper. A world-class save. I thought that was a guaranteed goal. But here we go from a corner. It's Bernardo Silva to take. Looking for the back stick. But Epler comes to claim it. We were so close there to getting a late winner. And here they come now, Hamburg. Ox puts it in, Doumbia away. It's with McDonald, cleared beautifully by Betty there, just hammering the ball down the other side of the pitch. Not a great sign for where we are at the moment, but Braga chasing this down is won by Didu. Toe into the middle. Nezovic, not the goalkeeper. Espinosa loses the ball to Douglas Santos. This is a counter that we can launch from. Betty over the top, looking for Braga, cleared by the keeper. But is there a foul in there? Nezovic has fouled Braga. He pulled his shirt, allowing the goalkeeper to get to the ball first. And we've got another penalty, and Bernardo Silva can get a hat-trick on his home debut for us and win this game if he scores from the spot. What can he do? Bernardo Silva stepping up. Can he do it again? He does. Bottom corner. Keeper again goes the right way, but can't keep it out. A hat-trick for Bernardo Silva. Fantastic stuff, and it means that we've got about 10 minutes left to see out. Traub to Bernardo Silva again. Now Henriks. He's got options. Enriquez. Back to Doumbia. Betty into Enriquez. Now out to Douglas Santos. He's gone for goal, and Epler has completely messed that chance up. 4-2. We've come back time and time again in this game, and we've managed to get the lead, and hopefully we'll see this game out. Also means that Bernardo Silva can get a standing ovation being subbed up for Malherbe, and it will just pay down a bit of the clock. Nezovic, who gave away the penalty, now being booked. Shame he wasn't booked for the penalty. There's a standing ovation for Bernardo Silva. We got a free kick for Betty as well. Hits the wall and is cleared away. I wonder if Bernardo Silva would have been on that if he'd stayed on the pitch. Enriquez to Braga. into Malherbe, and his effort straight into the arms of Epler. But we have looked good recently, and it's a number of goals that we can score that's done us the advantage. And if you think that both of their goals came from corners, that's our one sort of frail area at the moment. Just a minute or so left. Toe on the ball, does get cleared out. Jensch onto Malherbe. He can have a good run here. He's got support to his left as well. Beats one player, passes past another. Enriquez out wide to Douglas Santos, in on goal, and he's found the bottom corner. 5-2 for Douglas Santos today. He's got a lot of assists this season, and now he's adding a few goals to the tally as well. But I'm glad I live-commed this game in the end. It's been a very, very good match and a good result for us, showing who the dominant team in Germany is at the moment. And we really are, remember, with a great chance of winning the Bundesliga in our first full season, which I think is what we did with Napoli as well. So it really would be impressive. We have such an impact coming into these sort of fallen giant teams and then turning them into winners. And that is victory number 8 in a row in the Bundesliga. We're approaching that sort of run that Chelsea had when they got 10 wins in a row together in the Premier League to take the title. But there we are, 5 points clear at the moment. Bayern Munich can close that down to 3 points if they win their game in hand. But it's been an absolutely fantastic performance for us. And Bernardo Silva getting a hat-trick on his home debut. Not bad at all. So I am very happy with this episode as it is and how it's gone. And we are sitting pretty at the top of the table over that halfway mark of 17 games. So if we can keep this up, we really could be doing very, very well. I mean, the winning streak has been going on for such a long time now, and hopefully it can continue. But next episode, we've got 2 huge games. We've got 6th place Schalke and then our other title rival, Bayern Munich. We are at home for that one. So hopefully we'll be able to get another win and make sure that we're 6 points clear at the top of the table. A very, very good game that will be. But that is going to be it for this episode. Once again, apologies that we're going to have some slightly shorter episodes, but hopefully it will give you more of a chance to see what I do between episodes, between matches, and maybe we can get a few more live-commed games if there's big matches on the horizon. But drop a like on the video if you enjoyed this episode. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Follow me on Twitter if you don't already as well. But until next time, see ya!